Good evening, I'm Tom Pearson, back once again here at the Newmarket International Festival of One-Act Plays. Thank you for watching our intermission show, and with me now is Joan Sellens. John is one of the actors in the play, The Booth. John, welcome to the show. We'll call it a show.
It's a show.
Tell us a little bit about, how did you actually hear about this play, and what attracted you to it, John?
Well, I've known about the Newmarket One-Act Festival for a number of years now, but I've never quite been involved in it. I've known a number of people that are involved over the years. And I got involved this year when Joan called me up, or actually Joan, our other featured actor in the show, called me up and said, hey, we need someone. And that's how I ended up here. But I've known a lot of the people involved. I've known Joan and Joanne for a long time now, a number of years in various organizations around York region.
Awesome. And so have you been, what was your first, let's say, your first experience with theater for you?
Well, my first experience with theater was going back a few years before my hair was quite so gray. And I was involved, I auditioned for a show, didn't get cast, but I was involved backstage. I did a whole bunch of painting on sets, helped with the lights and things like that. And it was a comedy at the University of Waterloo one summer a few years ago. And the following year I was cast in Richard III as a couple of minor parts, again at the University of Waterloo, and I found that this was a fun and exciting thing to do. I work with computers by day, and the nice contrast between computers and theater I think really helps round things out.
Awesome. And do you live in the area, or?
I do. I live in Newmarket, and I've been involved in it with a number of York region theater companies over, I guess, it was almost the past 20 years.
Without giving away too much of your play plot, can you tell us a little bit about your play and the role you're playing in it?
Well, to be honest, I haven't read it too closely quite yet. But it's two characters in the sound booth at a sitcom taping and trying to get everything to work just right. And these are two people that have worked together for a number of years. And so they know how to push each other's buttons and know how to work well together and solve the problems. So there's problems trying to get things working, interpersonal conflict, but hopefully it all turns out well in the end.
And as I understand, it's been written by a female writer called Stulman, and it was based loosely on an actual real story from her having been in the industry. And those to me are always the real fun, really getting to the reality, but in a sort of, if you've done it in a comedy, it's kind of in a roundabout way. But I think that brings a lot to the play as well.
I've always found, whether I'm in a play or watching a play, that if it's something you can relate to that feels realistic, but not quite entirely realistic, that you can, it's much easier to relate to the play and get involved with it and feel the characters and see the antics that they get up to.
Now, has Joan directed you in anything before? Or?
No, I don't think she has. She's been involved as other backstage crew, and I've been on stage, and we've worked together on a couple of things, but this is the first time that Joan's directing me and pushing me around on stage.
So I imagine you're looking forward to that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best things about community theater is the camaraderie that comes together. And you know that you can rely on other people, and everybody's there just trying to do a great job. We're learning new things, we're developing our skills, but we're there primarily because we enjoy it, and that enjoyment fuels how we all work together.
Is there anything else that you think you'd like to share as an actor, performer, about the event, about theater before we sign off?
I think the most important thing is I'm a big supporter of the arts. I play saxophone in the Markham Concert Band as well. I've been involved in community theater for it's getting close to 30 years now. And all I just want to encourage people to do, get involved in your community, support your community arts organizations, whatever arts happen to hit your fancy, whether it's performing arts such as theater or dance or singing or music or visual arts, painting or sculpture or anything like that. Get involved in your community and support the other people in your community, and everybody gets rewarded.
And that's what you're doing as well, so we really appreciate that. And thank you for participating in our show, and thank you for participating in the festival, and we look forward to seeing the performance on stage.
I'm delighted to be here. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.